Imagine you are standing in your garden, having a cup of coffee in the morning and knowing that every decision you have taken today about your future is the right decision. This is what happens when you invest in the share market, knowing the strategies, the science, and the art behind it. And that's what I'm going to show you, how to take control of your destiny by investing in stock and investing in your freedom, investing in your dream and your life. Let's make it happen. Hey everyone, this is Gaurav. Now, stock market may seem an intimidating beast to you when you look at it first. But by the end of the video, you will see what truly it is. It's a powerful tool for building the future you have always dreamed of. Today, we'll unravel the mysteries of share market and discover how to make smart long-term investment that works for you. Let's take a journey back in time. The year is 1602 and the Dutch East India Company is trading spices, silk, gold across the globe. They thought that to fund these massive ventures, why not let people invest in our ventures? And that's where the first ever stock market investment started in the world. Everything you are looking at today is just a reflection and improvement and build up on that one decision taken by Dutch East India Company, which is different from the East India Company who has colonized India for almost 200 years. So this was the beginning of something extraordinary, but something that will change the world forever. And this is where story begins. Now fast forward to today. Stock market has evolved a lot. It's a more sophisticated tool, venture, and concept of investing into dreams and ideas where you're relying on the other company to do great to make your fortune double, triple, or quadruple for you. Now the stock market not only have its own brain, it also have a heart. Yeah, you heard it right. It's not just the science, but a lot of it is driven by emotions as well. But at the end of the day, it's just about one thing, and that one thing is growth. Now, in a very basic terms, imagine a coffee shop. If they want to expand, what will they do? They would like to raise money. How would they raise money? By selling the shares of their company to people like you. Now, if you are investing into their dreams, investing into their potential, you're also investing in your dream and your future. This is basically the share market is. Somebody has an idea, you trust into that idea, you invest into their dreams, into their talent, into their skill, and if they make money, you will make money. So when you're buying the share, you're not just buying a piece of paper, you're buying into the dreams, into the potential of future. As this coffee shop will grow, so does your investment. But remember, if there's another competitor of this coffee shop move into the same street, then this coffee shop might have a hard time. And not only the coffee shop, your money invested into the shares of this coffee shop will have the hard time as well. So at the end of the day, it's a balance of risk and reward. Higher the risk, higher the reward. Lower the risk, lower the reward. You need to decide. Now you will be thinking at this time is very risky. Of course it is. What is not risky in life? I would go that far to say that the biggest risk in the life is not to take any risk. As far as you know what you're doing, what is the right next step for you, just go ahead. And now let's talk about the risk part. Your concern about share market giving you negative return or you losing your money is absolutely fair concern. This is what happens. Share market goes up and down. There's a lot of competition. Companies in which you're investing can do good or bad. So at the end of the day, it's an unpredictable investment. The price can swing wildly for all sort of reasons. Economic shift, new laws, or even just a bad news. But here's the truth. Over the long period of time, stock market has always proven itself to be very beneficial. Don't look for the short-term gain. The early you will start investing, the better it will be for you. Now, if you remember my previous video about compound interest, many of you liked it so much. That combined with the share market can create the magic. So if you start investing in share market now, early in your days, then the chances of you making good amount of money and doubling and tripling and quadrupling up your wealth is super amazing. So find out the right company and then start investing early. It can be a small amount as well. You don't need to think of huge sum of money for that one step. Remember, it's not about getting rich quickly. It's about steady, continuous, consistent growth. That's what we are looking for. So as I said, it's a long-term investing. It's like planting a seed, then giving it water and sunlight and whatever it requires to grow, creating that environment that the tree can grow itself. You don't grow the tree, you just give the environment. Same way, you are not making your shares go up. You just invest into the right share and wait. Maybe just keep on drip feeding into that by adding more funds and more amount into your investment. As I mentioned earlier as well, the power of compounding can turn small steady investment into significant wealth. Just look at the Russell 1000 index or Indian Sensex. They've shown incredible growth over decades. This is where the real magic happens. Alright, so let me share a story which is very close to my heart. Long back, around year 2000, one of my friend invested $1,000 in Apple. He wasn't looking for a quick win. He was into this for a long term. Today, that $1,000 is worth tens of thousands of dollars. Now, let me tell you, it's not luck. It's the power of patience and belief in a company. Apple is now worth more than the entire Brazilian stock market. Long-term investing is not about striking it rich overnight. It's about growing your wealth steadily and securely over time. But what about the market crashes? Isn't it crazy? Isn't it scary? That's a valid question, but here is what I would like to say. Market do crash invariably. And it happens not in the share market, but every aspect of your life. Things will go wrong, but that doesn't mean you will stop taking actions. Here is something to remember. Historically, market has always recovered and gone to a new height. We have the data for that now. The S&P 500, for example, has delivered an average annual return about 10% over nearly a century. If you had invested during any 20-year period since 1920, chances are you would have made money, good amount of money, even through tough times. Even Warren Buffett famously said once, only buy something that you would perfectly happy to hold if the market shut down for 10 years. That's the mindset of a successful long-term investor. So stay on this course, continue investing, and don't let your fear drive your future. So now the question is, how would you start? Let's say you have made up your mind and you really want to start. How would you do that? Here are a few things which I can share with you now, but the learning should never stop. First, invest in what you know. Start with the companies or industry you understand, you believe in. It's easier to stick with an investment if you are confident in what it represents. Next, diversify your investments. Don't put all your egg in one basket. Spread your investment across different sectors to reduce risk. A diverse portfolio is your shield against market volatility. The third one is stay patient. We have already touched upon that. Investing is a marathon, not a sprint. The market will have its ups and downs, and that's perfectly normal. Keep your eyes on the horizon, not on the daily fluctuation. And the final one, which I always say in all my video, invest in yourself. Educate yourself, learn every day. Just pick up one thing, one area, and become master of that. So if share market is your thing, read about it, watch videos about it. The more you know, the better your decisions will be. Investing in your knowledge, just as you invest in stock, is most valuable asset than anything else that you can own. Alright, so now you are equipped with this strategy, this idea, or maybe we have just refreshed some thought in your mind, which you already know. It's time to start investing. Doesn't matter what the amount is, small or big. And if you're already investing, it's time to take a moment, review your strategy, refresh your ideas, realign you and collect back your thoughts, and then take the right decision. But make sure it aligns with your long-term goals and you keep on adjusting as necessary. Remember, your financial future is in your hand, in nobody else's hand. But you have to start somewhere. In many cases, you have to start small. So don't be embarrassed, ashamed, or afraid of that. So there you have it. We have discussed few things about share market, its heart, its brain, the data behind it, and the kind of mindset you need to start on it. It's a topic, a subject where hundreds of books have been written. So finishing it up in 10 minutes is irrelevant or unrealistic task. I just wanted to touch upon the idea, share some of my basic mindset level thoughts around it, and just to know how you feel about it. Please put something into comments. If you like it, you don't like it, is it helpful? And if you want anything specific around the share market, I'm also learning about it. As I said, learning never ends. So if there's anything you want me to talk more about it, let me know. Until then, keep learning, keep investing, camera close and heart open.